Like, will I ever get used to filming in front of people? Probably not. But am I really supposed to? Like, this shit is kind of weird. I've been thinking about this shot specifically for like maybe a couple of months at this point. What did I want to talk about this week? First of all, I apologize for not getting a video out last week. You know, life get a little hectic and you gotta take care of some other things. It's just the way it is. But I guess that kind of brings me to the topic that I want to talk about, or the topics that I wanted to talk about today, of like being diligent and being consistent in the age of like complacency. I feel like so much of what I battle nowadays is just like the ability to be disciplined in something and like to be consistent, even though it matters a lot to me. I want to be this person that I see other people be, at least like people that I think are successful, that are like consistent in something that they value and not letting themselves down, you know? I feel like for a lot of the last couple of years probably, I've kind of let myself down in a lot of things. So yeah, this is how I get to the moment now of like, the only way you really get to know, let me not put it that way. The way that I am pursuing to get to know myself now is through showing up. I think so much of the stuff that I talk about related to consistency just goes back the last 5 years of being away from school. I mean, I feel like once that structure of school goes away, at least in my opinion, that's when like the real challenges started. It was like the freedom to do whatever you wanted with your life is a lot to handle sometimes. I think that's like the true test of adulthood is like the freedom. So for a long time, and I mean, I don't even know why I'm speaking in past tense, like I figured it out already. It's like right now, like you just try everything until something sticks. And I think that's a part of the process that I'm figuring out, is that like you actually figure out a lot of things by just trying and like through the process. And I think that's what's becoming so important to me, and what's on my mind all the time is like being consistent in not just creating, but just in everything, being consistent and showing up for myself, whether that be the gym, you know, calling your parents, calling your friends, your significant other, like just showing up all the time and reaping the rewards of like showing up. Because a lot of the time when you show up, like the results are only positive. It's actually harder to not show up. And it actually affects me more when I'm complacent and being sort of lazy and like just like resting on my laurels a little bit. It's like you find comfort in like just being there and like being there for yourself, and it actually becomes a little addictive. I think from the conversations I've had with the homies in the last couple of weeks, and like the conversations with people here, and I hear a lot of the same things, you know. It's like one of the homies is rapping, shout out to Owens. One of the homies is making clothes, about to have a baby. Shout out to Anise. And it's like, when you're working on these personal pursuits, it's like, the most important thing is that you're in it and you're doing it for yourself. When you're doing it for yourself, it's the easiest. And it's not really about outside things or outside stigmas or perceptions or anything like that. It's like just about what you feel and like that it feels right. So that's what I'm trying to channel within myself, of like, you know, showing up and like doing it from the right place too. Doing it from a place of like almost not wasting your own potential, Like, I know I'm good. I know I'm good. But it's like, nobody else gonna know you good if you don't do nothing. And, but of course, there's stuff you figure out along the way. Like I've been saying, like, I gotta get better at talking. I gotta get better at editing. I gotta get better at audio. There's all these things that you discover once you sort of like turn one page, you like realize that there's another thing that you need to address. And then it's just a part of like cultivating like the new thing that you're doing, or like this dream that you have. It's like, you're not perfect from the jump, and that's okay, because for right now, I'm enjoying not being perfect, you know? There's actually a lot of fun getting better and trying to strategize and like, how do I get to more people, or just, do I want to get back on Instagram? Like all of these different thoughts, you know? Like, it's productive to have new problems. That's something I was told a lot when I was younger, is like, never have the same problems. And for a while, like, I've been mulling over the same things. So, yeah. Basically, I'm just trying to figure it out. But aren't we all? But I think I'll see y'all next week. It's getting a little bit colder in the city, so not that many more outside episodes maybe. It's kind of hard to get out here and film and be exposed to people at the same time. That's why I be chilling in the house. So, yeah, y'all take care.